Um, Basically, I am a student trying to pay for, up in Vancouver, trying to pay for tuition and support myself with to get an education, but kind of realizing that getting a degree isn't necessarily going to help me find a place to live and be able to live in the city where I'm supposed to even go to school, where most of the schools are. And so I am, yeah, it's kind of frustrating because we're actually both in going to school and studying in the arts, and it's hard, you know, following your passion when you know that it's not going to be totally validated, and even though it totally contributes to society, and people need beautiful things around them to be inspired and to know that we are individuals. We unite, but we also have our own personal stories, you know, our own narratives. And, yeah, I mean, and it's frustrating, you know. Even my dad, and having a small business, a tile setting business, is, you know, we just get taxed and taxed and taxed, and it's like we don't really have it doesn't seem like we really have a choice in opinions and on what actually goes on. You know, like we just got the HST, which is a harmonized sales tax, and they're like, oh yeah, it's good for small businesses, and it's not good for small businesses. So yeah, it's been hard.
Yeah. And you? Yeah, well, I was a middle school teacher for a couple years in Michigan, and my position was ended because of budget cuts. And I knew going into education that I wasn't going to make any money, but little did I know that I wouldn't be able to find a job anywhere. Now, I moved to Seattle. Timing worked out well. I want to be with Shannon as much as I can. However, immigration has kept us apart. So I'm in Seattle. It's the closest thing to. But it's really interesting. Every job I apply to, I'm competing with people who not only have college degrees, but also 10, 20 years in the business experience. And it's amazing. I've never felt like such a, you know, drop in the bucket as I have now. And the economy or the lack of economy has really had a huge hindrance on me finding even just a basic job to, you know, fend for myself and, you know, meet my basic needs. So it's definitely been a slap in the face the past couple of years, and you know, it's just it's interesting how a hardworking young man, you know, has trouble supporting himself and his friends and family. I think that what I would like to see change, and call me crazy, but I would like to see things go back to the basics, keep things a little more local, you know, stop the national or international traveling and business in that aspect, and do more of the small community. And I would like to see communities redevelop. You know, I feel like we've kind of lost touch with that over the past, well, since I was a kid at least. You know, so I kind of want to see things go back to, like, you know, the local scale.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely going back to supporting our own communities, not necessarily having a hierarchy over which ones are more powerful, but yeah, getting back to, you know, using what we have around us and the skills and the people and the talent that we have within our own communities, and supporting one another, and wanting that for all our every country, every continent. Doing our own construction and food, you know, and healthcare. Oh my God, you know, I mean, like in Canada we have, you know, sort of free healthcare, but at the same time, like, they're so sneaky about everything, and it's yeah, I mean, having some kind of equality and growing our own foods again, and health. I mean, just having I don't know where I'm going with this.
Back to the basics.
Yeah, I mean, back to the basics.